My name is Allie Barkley.
My name is Jaden Durr.
My name is Darvin's Cherry.
My name is Haley.
I'm Katarina.
My name is Caleb.
I'm Lauren Fitch.
My name is Jordan.
My name is Nareshka. I am a criminal justice major and my small group was El Grupo Pequeño en Español.
So I grew up Christian, and I feel like when I came to college, I was kind of left on my own to kind of figure out what it means to be a Christian, my values as a Christian, and I feel like that's what a lot of students feel as well on campus, but it's kind of a hard thing to admit because if you go to a Christian school, you're around a lot of people who are very passionate about their religion and they're very comfortable within it. So to be someone who isn't really that comfortable with it, you kind of feel like an outsider. But I wanted to create a safe space and a community for those who aren't really comfortable with their religion to be able to come to and discuss, maybe some things they've heard, some things they believe, and just figure out what it means to be a Christian together. It makes me think of one friend, and specifically, they were really convinced for a while. They were atheists. They were like, I believe there is a God, but I don't believe, and Jesus, I don't believe, and the Christian God. And I was like, you know what, just come to my small group, try it out, just listen, you can be on your phone, but just try to pick up a little bit of what's going on. And they have moved so drastically within Christianity, and they've been able to find a connection with God, and it's been pretty awesome to just see their journey and see them grow.
God has really challenged me to go that extra mile and make sure I'm doing the correct stuff in my life so I can help take care of other people's spiritual lives. Because the people in my small group, they come for a place, they look for a safe spot to talk, safe spot to hang out and just talk about pressing things in their life, especially questions about the gospel and things like that. I've had a couple people in my small group who have come who haven't really known God. They came on this campus, they came here for sports and they didn't really know God. And they ended up becoming pillars of the community, linking up with people who were in the small group and becoming close friends with them and asking them the hard questions about the gospel of God.
So my small group was really a time for people to sit and just reflect on how God has moved in their life throughout the week. And I'm a very busy person, moving from thing to thing to thing. So just taking that time to sit and silently think, really brought me closer to God. And it was just a time for me to know I'm not doing this on my own and that God is supporting me in ways that I don't take time to think about through the week. We took the time to just talk together, and it was a really fun community time. Sometimes we would end in tears, good tears, and sometimes we would just be laughing and someone would share how God worked and we would all talk about that same thing. It was just a really nice time to just get together. And we were a lot of the people that went to my small group are people that I see often, but we never talk about these things. So it was nice to grow spiritually with the same people that I talk about normal things with. One time I was actually sharing about myself and I'm graduating this year and sharing about my future plans, and my twin sister was in the group and she actually started tearing up because it's the first time that we're on different paths, and the whole group we just got to talk together and surround her with love and me with love about all these changes that are coming on. And that was we still talk about it and we laugh about it now, but it was just one of those times where it felt nice to be with everyone.
I think it's been a fun challenge to try and come up with new things to engage the people we serve in the small group, whether it be different kinds of icebreakers, different kinds of games, different ways to approach scripture, to read scripture using different translations. It's all just been a learning process for us as leaders and also for the group. But I think it's been just encouraging to be able to meet people where they're at. I can tell that there's a small group within the small group that really look forward to coming, that really look forward to just engaging in discussion. It's more than just chapel credit for them. It's this is my spiritual time. This is my time I've set aside to really talk about the word and really entertain it and see what it's all about.
So I remember Juan approached me to lead the small group with him, and I remember I ignored him the whole entire time because I was there's no way I'm gonna do that. I'm not capable enough to do it. I remember one night I prayed and I told God, I'm gonna do it, and I know I'm not perfect and I know I still need to grow, but I just want to plant a seed in those people's hearts, just like you did with me when I wasn't a Christian. We started off with just a couple of us, and we already knew each other, so we all felt very comfortable, and we were really open-minded with each other since we were already like pretty close. And I remember as the weeks went by, the small group wasn't small anymore. It started to grow. And I remember I was like, okay, God, like, you're doing something here. And you could see that everybody there was just there because they felt like it was home. We were speaking our own language. It was a space where they could say what they believe in. It was a space where they could comment on whenever they want to comment or ask questions. And it was just an open space for us to really just talk about God, talk in Spanish, and most importantly, it was a space that we grew and it felt like it was home.
I have seen people who attend our small group start coming to chapel and remix more and really like diving into the word and not being afraid to share their own interpretations and insights on what we're currently studying.
And there's also just been more people coming in general, and when people do come, they are very open and willing to talk about stuff, and if they don't agree with something, there's always that space to talk about everyone's ideas and feelings about a specific topic, and not in a negative way. But I think it's really cool that we just had more and more people coming.
Small group has been a really fulfilling time spiritually for me, I think, because it has just given me an opportunity each week to have this like mostly consistent rhythm where we can go out and serve the community, which I believe is pleasing to God. I've seen just that each week they come and they're willing to serve and be a part of the community with us, and I think it's really great that each week they don't really know what's coming. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't, and no matter what it is, they are just always willing to come and serve with us.
I think going to ENC was like a really pivotal point in my faith journey, and just realizing like the things that I see God through and the things that He's calling me to, and one of those has definitely been service. Like, it's not that I haven't had service opportunities in my life, but here especially. So I think like that was kind of the goal of our small group, is to keep encouraging students that. And so I think what God has been showing me is just how much He wants us to serve our community, like just how important it is. Like when we do the devotional, my co-leader Caleb, he has a little book of Hebrew words that he reads, and a lot of them have to do with service, like service through love, different things like that. I just think it's so important for us to serve each other, and that's just what God has shown me through this small group.